Okay, here at MetalTalk, we're here at the garage. Tonight, Raven are playing with Girlschool. At the moment, in the background, you can hear the support band, harmonic generator. So we're all shouting their heads off here. I'm here with Raven, Joe Hasselbander.
Yes. Mark
Gallagher.
John Gallagher.
For Raven, guys, how are you?
Good.
We're great.
Perfect.
Looking forward to the gig.
And it's your first UK tour since 2008. How's this tour been for you?
It's been awesome. Great attendance. We're having fun. It's great being out with Girlschool, old friends from way back when. Alright, so it's...
And have you played with Girlschool and shared the bill before?
Yeah, we did a full tour back in 1900 and frozen to death. Back in 1982.
And this year you released a DVD, Rockin' To Your Drop, A Long Day's Journey. Sort of a mammoth DVD, 3 hours long, plus a bonus disc of about 2 hours worth of live footage. It's been very well received. And how long did it take you to put that DVD together?
Talk to him.
Well, really, you could say 40 years, but we had all this stuff, and we weren't joining. We just thought we want to put it out. And there's been a lot of these movies and videos and stuff, but we just want to just put it out straight up. You know, what I mean, not like not trying to make like a drama out of it. Just show everybody what we did and the pictures that we had and all that stuff.
Yeah, we discussed making it like an hour and 15, so it would be palatable. We said, why? Let's do it for the fans. The fans want to see it. Put it all out. That's why it's so long.
And was there still material that you couldn't fit on there?
Yeah, well. And some of that will be coming out later, but we just figured we'll use most of the best stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, it's kind of fun to do, but it's kind of weird to look back. You know, you start feeling how old you are when you see it.
I'll say you have been going a long time. I think he's formed in 1974.
So 40th anniversary next year.
Yeah, amazingly, yeah. And obviously the first time came back in 1981. But I know it's early days, you've got some great tours actually. You've got Ozzy Osbourne,
yeah, it was really surreal when you think about it, because like at one point we were playing working men's clubs and little bars in Newcastle, and then literally the next week we're playing 4 shows of Ozzy Osbourne.
Obviously I imagine you were fans of him in his Black Sabbath days, so...
Yeah, you know, it was good.
Yeah. Of course I didn't freaking recognise him. Oh, you're Sharon, I knew Sharon, I'm not him.
And from touring with Ozzy, what did that teach Raven?
Teach us to learn how to play Iron Man properly, because Randy kept screwing it up. No, it was whenever back then, you know, it was always an education seeing other bands play, you know. So and we were,
you know, we're big fans. So for us, it was just a great experience. Like recently in the States, we played with Budgie, and we only played that gig because we're fans of theirs. That was it. We were doing something else at the time because we're gonna do that gig just so we can hang out with them guys.
And the DVD sort of shares a title with your first album, Rockin' To Your Drop. Fantastic album, and it's quite a breakthrough. The new sound is like beginning of speed metal, you know, and there wasn't a term for that at the time. And I must ask you about the album cover, because it's a great iconic album cover. You're in a studio with all the trash gear, and whose idea was that, and where was that shot, that picture?
It was my idea, and it was shot in our rehearsal hall, which we just went to 2 days ago. It's gone, you know, pulled down, trashed, so we just took a couple of shots of it. It was like an underground car park thing with these bays, and each one was like a room and bands would rehearse in there. So we just trashed everything, and Dave Wood from Neat sent a photographer. He was a wedding photographer, and he walked in and took one look with it. But then he got into it. So.
And who had to clear it all up afterwards? And Joel, you've been in the band almost 26 odd years now.
Yeah, the new guy.
Yeah, the new guy. And what is it you love about Raven so much that's made you so dedicated?
We listen to the same music as kids, like Sweet, Budgie, Groundhogs, and all these kind of bands. And we met in New York, and we were living in the same house. And I pulled a guitar out one night, I'm playing In For The Kill with Budgie, and John goes, "Wait a second, what are you playing there?" And so, you know, we kind of knew we were on the same wavelength. Of course, Rob disappeared, and I was the next guy to come in, for sure.
Great. And before you joined, and there's something in the DVD, and we talked about it privately, where in the DVD you sort of skipped over it, like Rocco Hunter. Yeah. It was like, for many old fans, he was like part of the original trio. And,
sure, absolutely.
But you sort of skipped over why you left the band. So what suddenly went there? Was a bad feeling? Or?
It's kind of one of those things where, I mean, we had every right to be kind of like really pissed off and stuff, because we finished the tour, we did a showcase show in New York, and then like 2 weeks later, his roadie told our manager to tell us that he was quitting the band. That was it.
Yeah.
It was, wow, 7 years, that's it. So rather than to go endlessly on about that, we just said he left, which he did.
Yeah.
Because as far as an actual reason, your guess is as good as mine.
And is he still on your Christmas card list?
I mean, that's all water under the bridge. We still, I mean, I've told him on Facebook and what have you occasionally.
Great drummer, a good writer, songs and stuff, lyrics.
Yeah.
And we have nothing bad to say about it. It just happened. That was it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Chuck's been here ever since.
Yeah.
He left and, you know, worked out great for us because in the sense that Joe's a similar character in that he plays guitar, he writes, and he's an integral part of the band, and he just give us a swift kick up the arse,
Yeah,
even more, you know.
We're a lot heavier now. We got a heavy edge.
And obviously you did like a trio of like real classic albums regarded by many fans, like Rocket to Job, Wiped Out, All for One. And you even did like the Kill 'Em All for One tour
Yes.
with Metallica, another young band at a time. And could you foresee potential Metallica that was going to take it to the next level?
Not really, I gotta say no, not from what they were doing. And you listen to their albums, they really changed from that first album.
Yes, totally.
It's a big change. All the other albums are kind of the same, that one's a little different. I mean, Lars says so on the thing, they learned a lot from playing with us. And they, you know, put a bit more light and shade, a bit more dynamics, pulled things back in places, and changed them totally. And that's what we've just done on the All for One record.
Yeah. And obviously you're just breaking it in America then, and obviously Metallica and Anthrax, both those bands on the road, they sort of
Yeah.
went on a rocket ride.
Right.
And Raven, you sort of stayed at the same level, you stay hard and the Black is Back, and by then you were signed to Atlantic.
Right.
And some people say you lost fans, but did you also gain fans at that time?
Yeah, it was kind of strange time. We had like some missteps, you know. A lot of record company pressure, and there was a lot of weird stuff going on back then. And we definitely made a few mistakes, there's no doubt about it. I think Metallica they were very constant. They just kept plugging away. They didn't do any videos, they didn't do anything, they just kept going, playing live. Which was, you know, it was good, but
They had a unified front with their management. They obviously had a goal and they pursued it that way. There was a little more between us and our management and the record company.
If you could change things in hindsight, how would you have changed it at the time? In hindsight, how would you have changed things around that time?
Realistically, the Packers Back album shouldn't have been as poppy as it was. And I mean, and actually if it had been mixed a certain way, it wouldn't have been as poppy. But that was very much the direction. And this band's kind of like a tripod.
Well, obviously at the time, bands like Motley Crue and Rat were taking off.
Yeah.
And all that
The way we have our sound, it's like there's a lot of melody, but there's a lot of aggression and craziness. And there's, you know, songwriting, and it's the whole chaos and not chaos thing. And when it's all just melody and poppy, it doesn't really sound like us.
And one thing that Raven do, you've always been sort of fans of doing cover versions, like crazy sweet versions. You've done like Lizzie and various other versions of bands. You know, thought about doing like an whole album of cover versions in your own
yeah, we
unique
thought
style.
about it.
We made it's just been so passé. Everyone in the mother's been doing
Yeah, I
it.
know, yeah.
You know,
We
so,
want to make an album
But you
called
could add something different to it, you know.
yeah, we got Party Killers Volume 4.
Right. And it's just all songs that when you play them, everybody leaves. That's what we want to do.
The reason why I asked that,
But them
because
songs are important because
yeah.
a lot of them songs are key songs. That we like for instance, the Thin Lizzy, the Rocker. That was the first record I ever bought.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it has like a huge significance.
And we always used to finish our set with Space Station Number 5.
Yeah, Montrose, yeah.
So that was fun doing that.
yeah. But when people ever ask me what's your favourite cover version, and I'm not just saying this because you're here in front of me, but it's actually Born to Be Wild. He did a Voodoo
yeah.
Dirk Schneider. It's absolutely crazy. It's over the top. It's off the wall.
Yeah.
And even today, like young rock fans, I don't really know that song, and I play it to them. They think, "Wow, that is amazing."
Right.
And how did that song come about? Voodoo Dirk Schneider.
Well, I mean, the first record I ever bought was Slate Alive. That's like an amazing version of Born to Be Wild. So
Yeah, it's
I
on a
just
live
said,
album, yeah.
Could we do anything even crazier? And of course, when we worked with Michael, Udo was his partner at the time doing that, and it was like, well, if he's in here, we got to get him to sing something.
And he was drunk enough to do it.
And I forgot what I was going to say now, but that was a great version. And I believe it was produced by Michael Wagner, that one?
Yes.
And in the DVD, like, you fondly talk with him, you sort of reminisce about good times. Is that a producer you like to work with again, if possible?
Yeah, he's a great guy. We've done, like you said, 2 records before, and I'm sure we'll do another one sometime in the future. It's always fun with him.
And you released a brand new album, Walk Through Fire. It came out in Japan 2009, eventually came out over in the UK a year later. Is there any more plans for another album? Yeah. Is there plans for another album in the making?
Yeah, we've wrote a whole bunch of stuff. We're at that point where we have to get together and just start to, dig through what we've got. And we're looking to go in the studio like January, February.
Great. And John, you've got this fantastic vocal range, and I think the only person to come near that in recent years is Justin Hawkins from The Darkness.
Right.
And do you do any kind of special training to your voice, like before you go on stage? Is there any sort of technique?
It takes tea.
Exactly, teabag.
There you
That's
go.
it, by British folks.
That's right. Billy Britton.
No, as long as I get enough sleep and I don't get a cold, I'm good.
That's the trouble, like I say, this time of year you're touring at the moment, it's absolutely freezing here in England. So how does that affect your voice when you have got a little bit of a sniffle or a cold?
Touch wood, I'm good.
Fantastic. And what you say you're making an album next year? Have you got any other plans, like festivals lined up?
Yeah, we're doing South America in March. We've got a one-off in Puerto Rico, which will be fun. And then we're looking to go out with Anvil in Europe in April.
Oh, fantastic. Because Anvil are like a very similar band to you,
Yeah, they're like our sister band,
Just once again, back before Thrash, you and Anvil were the Speed Kings, and both got some left behind. And there's a resurgence in both
We've
your
been
bands.
threatening to do this since 1982, so it's long overdue. It'll be fun.
And obviously Lips and Rob are both unique characters, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're good guys. We're connected for some reason. It's just when we first came to the States, we played with them ever since then.
And the first time we came to the States, we met Sal. We've been friends with him since then.
Yeah.
So it's great.
You've got yourselves a new bass player.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Anything you'd like to add say to your fans out there?
Yeah, keep rocking.
Absolutely. And we're going to come there and cut their mouths off.
Raven, it's been fantastic talking to you. I'm really looking forward to tonight's show. All the best for the future.
Alrighty.
Cheers. Girls, keep them out. Keep the girls out. Cheers. All the best.